Family, this is our pre-4th of July celebration. Jini Thornton is in the house, and it is Money Monday. And today we're talking about an interesting twist to cars because every car needs something that we all must have, and it's called insurance.
Yep, state law for real.
State law for real. Shout out to everybody who used to make those insurance cards, and I'm praying for you. Make sure you get you some insurance, some type of insurance. Jini Thornton, let's talk about insurance. Consumer Report surveyed over 64,000 people about their satisfaction on their car insurance companies, claims, processes, costs overall, and some interesting facts came out.
Absolutely. So guess who's at the top, the best insurance companies? Who you think's at the top of the list? Just pick one or two.
AAA.
Not number one, but they are on the list.
Okay.
Yes.
Geico.
No, Geico is number 12.
Okay,
top
Geico's
12.
number 12.
Yes.
Let's see. State Farm.
State Farm is number 9.
State Farm is number 9.
9 on the list.
Okay, let me give you another one. American Family.
American Family is actually on.
She went to a whole nother paper, ladies and gentlemen. So it's definitely not top.
They're actually on the worst list.
Wow, really?
Absolutely. They made it to the worst list. So keep in mind, this is Consumer Reports, but number one best insurer is USAA Property and Casualty.
And you know what? That is the best insurer.
USAA, yes.
I have a extended warranty through USAA, and Med seems to be moving the loud chair. Is there a reason for you to move that loud chair?
I'm sorry.
What?
No. But no, I heard that. So I was at the dealership, and they said, you know, the best insurance is USAA. They're a little bit more pricey,
Yes.
but they cover more, and they take care of you a lot quicker.
Well, and the thing of it is, insurance isn't just about price. A lot of us are just trying to figure out what
That's
works
it.
in our budget. But when you need to file a claim, you want it handled, you want people to be professional, you want people to be on it, and you want amazing customer service.
Yeah.
And that's why their prices are a little bit more, but they come in when it really matters.
Indeed. So what is on the best list and the worst list, and like what are the criterias to get on that list?
Well, it was based on a few factors. One, of course, being price.
Okay.
Overall customer satisfaction with the claims process.
Yeah.
And then just overall customer experience, period. Because, again, car insurance is the thing. We spend so much money on it, but you hope to never have to use it.
Yeah.
But when you have to use it, you don't want any problems.
Yeah.
You want people to pay, get you in your car, and get you back moving again.
That's real. Hanging out with Jini Thornton. We're talking about insurance with our cars because, you know, the sun is out. People are getting new vehicles. I want to ask you this. Why is it that if you have an accident and it's really, really named the right thing, an accident, something that you were not trying to do, why do your insurance rates seem to go up?
Well, because now you're considered a higher risk now. And so your driving record has everything to do with what you're going to pay.
Right.
I've seen people who've had a couple of accidents, not even major ones, and then they get dropped from their insurance company.
Wow.
They're like, you're too much of a risk. You know, we're not rocking with you anymore. And they're definitely going to move on. So even when it's not your fault, an accident is still basically an accident.
Indeed. So would you recommend us just going online, getting insurance, or should we get an agent?
Well, I think you need to do both.
Okay.
Because part of it is just about price, but you want to compare the actual policy.
Okay.
You want to make sure you know your own driving record because all of these factors matter because all this is going to come into your price. Actually, if you're married or not matters. Your zip code, where you actually live, matters.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
Your credit score actually matters for your car insurance. So the lower your credit score, the higher of a risk you are, you're actually going to pay more in car insurance.
Wow.
Yes.
As if you could pay. If you could pay your creditors.
Right.
Then,
But it all that matters. Age, sex, and because men typically pay more than women do. Yes.
Yeah.
But as we mature, we both it kind of equals out. But younger men, they're getting killed with that car insurance.
Well, people gonna have to exercise that insurance possibly this weekend, preferably not.
Right.
But when you're going into some crowded spaces and you're over your uncle's house and who knows what he has in his cup.
Right.
It may not just be the right communion. It may be something else. So we praying for people who are driving because Consumer Reports surveyed over 64,000 people about their satisfaction in terms of the insurance company, the costs, and how they react to different things. And it was some staggering findings. Tell the people about it.
Well, what's interesting is who's at the top of the list and who's at the bottom of the list. And what's funny, when you think about all the commercials we see on TV, a lot of those companies that we see actually have fallen to the bottom of the list.
Right. So just real quick, I asked you about Geico, and I know it's
Yes.
like number 9, and we had AAA, and then number 1 was USAA.
USAA
but then,
is number 1.
And then this new song just came in my head. Nationwide is on your side. Are they really on my side?
Nationwide is not really on your side. They
Oh,
actually
gosh.
are in the lower 12. They
They're
made
in
it to the worst
lower
12 list.
Worst 12.
They did. Allstate made it to the worst 12 list too.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Yes. So all that means is we all need to do our own research. It's not just about price. You want to know what is their percentage? How often do they actually pay claims? And you also want to know what is their customer service like? That's what this is all
real
about.
Quick. Can we just find? I know I don't hate to cut you off, but I got to know about Aflac because the duck is so adorable.
Well, since the duck doesn't do car insurance, they're not on this list. But if this was disability, you know they'd be at the top of the list.
Okay, disability.
They're amazing. Yeah, this is all auto insurance.
Okay, all auto insurance. So
Only.
Aflac doesn't do. Okay, cool, good stuff. So I've been asking you this offline, but you refused to tell me until we got online with 1.3 million people. I got to talk to them.
Right.
What is CLUE? CLUE. I am clueless.
Okay. So it's called a CLUE report, and it stands for Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange.
Say it again.
Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange.
Okay.
And basically all that means it's like a credit report, but it's for your claims. It's for your driving record.
Does everybody get it or?
Everybody has it. So if you have had an accident or filed a claim on your insurance within the last 7 years, it's on this report.
It's on that report.
Yep. And so if you're looking for a new insurance policy, and they're, in addition to pulling your credit, they're also going to pull this CLUE report. Now, the reason why you and I want to know about it, just like our credit reports, they're not always right.
So you can dispute some stuff.
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
And so you get one free CLUE report a year, and you definitely want to put that in your to-do list. You check your credit report twice a year. You want to check your CLUE report once a year.
So where do you go get that?
Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple different things. So you go to personalreports.LexisNexis, and I know it's long. Personalreports.Lexis, LEXIS, or you can just in Google search order CLUE report, and it comes right up.
So LexisNexis,
yes,
they had some, and they went through my CLUE report, and I have a very, very common name.
Yes.
And it was so much stuff on there, but most of it was from my dad in the last 7 years because we had tornadoes in St. Louis. They was like, well, you owned a house in such and such. I'm like, no. And we had to really fix it.
And see, on your CLUE report, it has your homeowner's claims and your car insurance claims.
Right.
So it's, and you can get the two different reports, or you can actually get them combined. So I'm glad that you brought that up. But everybody, we all need to check it because you're not Willie Moore Jr., you're not Willie Moore Sr.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's very common for there to be errors on it, and you don't want to end up paying more in insurance, and it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, they just downright told me no. And this is when we were buying a house. I'm like, you had a house in this? I'm like, no, not at all. I did not have a house, and I had to show like all of this information saying that that's not me. That was my father. And yeah, when you said LexisNexis, it actually sparked something on the inside of me. I said, that's what that man kept talking about when he told me no.
But that was your CLUE report.
Yeah.
Yes, that was actually a CLUE report. So yes, everyone, please check it once a year, and you can do it for free.
Indeed. So, most companies across the country, they now have apps.
Yes.
Is it important for us to download our insurance company's apps?
I think it's a great idea because now you can get the digital version of your insurance cards.
Okay.
You can keep up with your policy. You can register for alerts. I mean, they have a lot of different features right now. Now, the only place where I want people to kind of pay attention, like State Farm has this feature. If you download the app and you can connect it to your Bluetooth, it can actually track your driving.
I don't want nobody else tracking.
I don't want
me.
anybody tracking, but see what they're offering it as an incentive, because if they track your driving and you're a good driver, they'll actually give you a discount.
Now, some people drive too fast. I'm not saying it's me, but I'm just saying if they can do like the
that
whole
wasn't a confession, was
speedometer.
it? Right. That was a confession. So no, but I think you need to. Some features you may or may not want to turn on, but I think it's great to keep up with your account, get your cards, and see what other discounts and things are available to you.
Indeed, I can't believe Nationwide is not on my side. But what discounts are available for people to lower your insurance? Is there something that we can proactively do to lower our car insurance, especially my babies, my college students, my teenagers? It's just ridiculous how much they pay
It
in
is
car insurance.
crazy how much my son's car insurance is. But parents, what I need you to, adults, not just parents, you need to have a sit down or at least a phone conversation with your insurance provider once a year.
Okay.
You want to have a policy review. You're not doing it on the fly. You're not doing it in the car. A sit down, schedule time so you can go through your policy line by line. And so discounts, you can have multi-policies if you have more than one car, or maybe you have your homeowners or renters insurance through them. For our students, if they have good grades, they can absolutely get discounts, right?
Get them good grades up. My son is in the house. I just pointed at him and said, get good grades. He looks at me and says, I have good grades.
And so what if you bought him a car, but his first year, he actually went away to school and his car stayed at home? You don't have to pay the full amount. You can actually get a discount for that. So there's all these different things that we need to take advantage of. Like I said, we talked about the good grades. Obviously, no accidents. There's so many things, but you have to do that annual review with your car insurance provider to make sure that you're getting all the discounts available to you.
That's amazing. Jini Thornton, we honor and appreciate you. How do we find you on social media real quick?
You can find me at Jini Thornton. That's JiniThornton.